What is up, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going to be unboxing and taking our first look at the Varla Eagle One electric scooter. This absolute beast of an off-road electric scooter is, purely put, one of the best for off-roading in its price category. You can just tell by the sheer size of this box that this thing is going to be a pure off-roading monster. So it came in this custom-made Varla Eagle One box. It weighed 91 pounds to be shipped, and it shipped from California and took us around 2 weeks to receive. When you open up the box, there's a lot of styrofoam in there holding everything neatly in place. The accessories are all on the top so you can grab them out before getting the scooter. The packaging was overall super good. There's an owner's manual right on the top. It's important to read that so you know what's going on. There's also a pretty standard charger right here. One end goes into the wall, the other into the scooter, and this one is a 2-amp charger, which is pretty slow for the size of battery. There's also the standard wall adapter. We have the US version as we live in the US. There's also the handlebars right here, which don't come installed on the scooter. There's also an awesome multi-purpose hex Allen key tool, which we found super cool, and some caps to put over the axle nuts so you don't scratch yourself up on those. Additionally, they include 4 or 5 extra grip tape templates for the deck of your scooter, so that if you don't like the one they have pre-installed, you can put on a different one that suits your preference, which I thought was super nice of them. The Eagle One has solid and easy to move packaging, and the scooter is well protected in there. It weighs in at 77 pounds, so it's quite difficult to take out of the box, and it's not the most portable scooter. Included are also some pretty cheap looking pads, but it's great that they include them for free so that if you're a beginner you can get suited to the scooter. And there's also a spare inflatable tire tube just in case you get a flat while riding. Straight out of the box, this is what the Varla Eagle One looks like, and I have to say my initial impression was that this thing is an absolute beast. It's so much bigger than I ever thought that it could be, and it's not the most portable scooter, but it sure is beefy, which is going to make it great for off-roading. The locking mechanism is also super easy to operate, and it's something that I've actually really come to love, as when I take it in and out of my car, I need to fold it up, and it's very solid but also very easy to put down if you need. There are 2 adjusting screws on the side to make it tighter if you need to and adjust it. You can then unclip those 2 side bars, pull down that metal ring, and then you can refasten the 2 clamps to lock that metal ring in place, holding the overall handlebar into place. I haven't had any issues with it coming loose. It's super easy to remove if you need to and fold the scooter down, but it's super solid while riding it off-road. As I mentioned before, the scooter doesn't actually come completely assembled, and you actually have to attach the handlebars to the scooter itself. It's pretty simple. They just sit nicely inside of this little tube-like clamp. All you have to do is loosen the 4 bolts that hold the top half of the clamp into place. Once you've got it removed using those 4 screws, you can slide in the handlebars into that semicircular fitted slot. At this point, you can refasten the other semicircular clamp back onto the original place that it was screwed onto using those same 4 bolts and tightening them down all the way so that you hold the handlebar into place. At this point, the handlebars are mounted to the scooter. However, the scooter is still not ready to go, as the brakes, the bell, and also the start button, the key ignition, and the screen are still not mounted into the proper locations on your handlebars, which I actually thought was pretty nice because you could put them in spots that fit your hands and grip the best. That way, when you're riding, you're going to be most comfortable because you can reach the brake and the throttle and, say, the mode switching button within the same realm of touch rather than having them in a preset place that might be too big or too small for your hands. For example, if you're setting the bell, you can test by holding the grip where you'd put your hand, adjusting it, touching the bell again, and then finding the perfect location for the bell to sit so that when you're riding, you're able to access it without any problem. And then you can tighten it down using the 2 screws and the hex tool that they so kindly included. You pretty much have to repeat this process for all of the components that are included on the handlebars of the scooter, including the LCD display for the speed modes and settings, the ignition keyhole, the brakes, and also the mode switching button. Overall, it took around 15 minutes to assemble. At this point though, you've got a perfectly functioning Varla Eagle One, and while it's not completely ready out of the box, within around 15 to 20 minutes you can get this bad boy up and running. What's super nice is that the tools for assembly are all included within the Varla Eagle One scooter. That single hex tool has all of the necessary keys that you'll need to assemble the scooter, and if you take it when riding, you can always be sure that you're going to be able to fix anything that goes wrong with any screws coming loose on your handlebars. The overall layout of the handlebars I found is super nice. I love where everything is put out because I was able to put them in the exact location that I wanted. On the left side there is the speed mode changing button, the rear brake, and also this bell. On the right side we have the ignition hole for the key, the screen which displays your current speed and the mode you're riding in, the throttle, and the front brake. Like I just mentioned, the Varla Eagle 1 comes with its own set of keys. There are 2 that are included and you'll need it to operate the scooter. With the scooter ready to ride, that signifies the end of the unboxing portion of this video. And the next video of this series will be going over our full review of the Varla Eagle 1. For now, we will leave you with our concluding initial thoughts of the Varla Eagle 1 based on our first ever test ride of the scooter. And from just testing it out in front of our house on the street, I have to say this thing is seriously impressive. For $1,600, you're getting an absolute machine. The torque and acceleration are absolutely absurd, the top speed is crazy, the range is insane considering we're coming from e-boards which don't even have batteries this big most of the time. The suspension on the scooter makes this thing unreal, the comfort is just crazy when you're able to have these spring-loaded wheels and those 10-inch massive tires. So with that is our first initial thoughts on the Varla Eagle 1 scooter. Make sure that you're subscribed to us for the following video in the Varla Eagle 1 scooter series. This is going to be a several video series where we compare the Varla Eagle 1 to several of our off-road electric skateboards, our DIY electric mini bike. We're also going to be giving you guys a complete review of the Varla Eagle 1 in our next video, and plenty of insane, awesome riding footage in between. So please make sure that you like this video if you enjoyed it and you've made it this far. Comment down below what you think of the Varla Eagle 1, and if you have any suggestions for videos that we can do with it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.